past 10 years, you know, it's been like, it's my kryptonite.
How often do you go down there?
I go down there at least 3-4 times a week.
And if you are not chronically online and you do not know who Lil Tay is, then congratulations to you. Lil Tay has decided to open up an OnlyFans as soon as the clock struck midnight on her 18th birthday.
None of it stays confidential. It always leaks. And if there was a list and actual names, like, you know.
I'm what is called a sentiocentric antinatalist, which means that I'm for the non-existence of anything that has the possibility of falling.
It's way too hot up in here. I'm sweating out of my lace.
Beyonce has fans buzzing this morning, all thanks to this new ad for Levi's jeans.
I think I need him. I don't know. Hey, what's your name?
C.O.S, the criminal of Sac.
You're about to watch an opinion-based podcast. This episode is not meant to be facts. It is only the opinion of the host. The host lists all references with links in the box below. Again, this is only the opinion of the host.
He's here. He's here. Now broadcasting somewhere in Northern California.
In the bowels, right to the belly of the beast.
Inside his command post. Somewhere in the brick and steel of a nondescript building. We have made contact with him. Don Rob from Don Rob Flixx.
Hey, my bad. What's up, everybody? Let's get this shit out of the way right here. Yo, what's up? Welcome back. Fuckers off. Can you do me a favor next time you bring me water? Try not to put it right here, all right? Please. What's up, everybody? This is Don Rob over here at Take Podcast. Thank you for coming back. If you're listening on, Spotify, Amazon Music, Pandora, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, I don't know, man. We could just keep going, or, make it real simple. Just go to my, just go to my RSS feed, or go look me up on YouTube, or just go to my website, donrobflixx.com. It's that simple. Or just go to my sponsor, sicktv.com. It's that fucking simple too. I figured I don't want to use this today. I don't feel like having this motherfucker in the way, so I figured I would try this time, see how this goes. If it doesn't go good, fuck it. No big deal, right? If it doesn't go good, but I think it will. Thank God for Channel 5, man, because Channel 5, they showed us something. Guess what?
Hunter Biden is back on crack rock.
Or coke, or maybe just some kind of pill that he likes. I don't know, but look.
It's crazy. Like, do I think that there's an actual list? Like, do I think that there's an actual list? Like, do I think that there's an actual list? So wide and deep. Anyway, why do we think they don't want the files released?
What do you think was in the files?
I don't know, man.
Bringing the stuff about you back to the forefront.
Yeah, so that's exactly it. Is like, and what does he say? Hunter Biden's laptop. Like, we talked about this ad nauseum. I don't get it. I'm his favorite go-to conspiracy.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
This must be kind of a crazy, full circle moment for you, because for so many years, he's like, the laptop's got the secrets, and the Epstein kind of thing, that he was like, one day I'm gonna drop it, and you guys are gonna see, man, I was right. And now, we're on the other end of it, and he's like, there's no list, and you guys should look more into Hunter again.
Yeah, take a look at that laptop. As if everybody hasn't looked at the laptop. Anyway.
How would you describe your style for somebody unfamiliar with your work?
I think one of the things is I am a maximalist in a lot of ways.
What's the symbolism behind this one right here?
I don't know.
What's the symbolism behind this one right here?
I don't know. I love it.
I don't necessarily understand.
I love it. That's the coolest part. Yeah.
Who's the guy up top to the left?
Over here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, in the corner.
In the far corner?
Yeah, the African gentleman.
Oh, over here.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who that is? I forget his name. It's Saint. Oh, you can put me on the spot. I can't remember what his name is. Saint.
The leader of the Haitian Revolution?
No, it wasn't the leader. No, it wasn't him. It was not him. But no, I forget his name. But I did this whole series of saints just because I love their stories. So it has been kind of a cruel 4 years in many ways. I'm eternally grateful for right where I am right now. As much as these people have kind of been the ultimate expression of evil, at least in my lifetime, is that it kind of fills me with an enormous sense of purpose. I think the only thing that really to take away from this is that men are fucking pigs. Of its leaders. And I can tell you from my own experience having had to go through all that shit, because none of it stays confidential. It always leaks. And if there was a list and actual names,
Tom says they used to hang a lot, and then he figured out that he was an underage people, and he was like, I gotta stop hanging out with this guy.
No. He never says that that's the reason they stopped hanging out with him.
He said one time, he was like, Jeffrey, we were cool, but I don't know about it now.
After he was convicted of solicitation.
After he became an RSO, registered sex offender. Trump was like, all right, man, that's enough. I'm just giving the Trump defense, devil's advocate, because he's
Yeah. And like, yes, you're right. That is, he does say that. Is when that happened. That was the point. If you got any qualifications.
Did Trump ever suggest back in the heyday of 2020 that you had a connection to Jeffrey Epstein of some kind?
I don't think so.
You never got wrapped up.
It is now time for
This week's news in less than
T-minus 2 minutes.
Ghislaine Maxwell. She talked. Guess what she said? She said no one has anything to be worried about with Trump, nothing to be concerned about. But guess what? A day after, a lot of motherfuckers got subpoenaed. Look. Clinton and Clinton. Oh, and all these motherfuckers. They all got subpoenaed. Someone's going down, man. Israel said they might need to take over Gaza. Oh, gee, we didn't think that was going to happen, did we? Russia and Ukraine still going at it, but they're saying that Trump might actually, set up talks. Ben Affleck and J-Lo, they're fighting for property right now. They're fighting for all their homes, and his media company, I guess they didn't sign a prenup. Fucking idiots. Who gives a fuck? Shannon Sharp got canceled, fired from ESPN. R. Kelly is still trying to get pardoned from Trump. So is that fucking weirdo, the Tiger King. That guy. Who else do you guys think is going to try to get pardoned by Trump, huh? Who? Big Balls from Doge got jumped. Look, when he was trying to save a girl, man, got stomped out.
So now President Trump has federalized the city.
You can't buy soda with your fucking EBT card anymore. Or food stamps if you have food stamps. But I don't think everybody has food stamps. You guys got food stamps? Again, Hunter Biden might be on crack cocaine again. Or he's on coke. Who knows? But according to him, he prefers crack. Look.
Anyway, I don't want to tell people how to make crack cocaine, but it literally is a managed jar of cocaine and baking soda.
How different is the experience?
I feel really reluctant to kind of have some euphoric discussion. I know you're not asking me to do that, but
I think this might be kind of the opposite here.
Okay, no, it's the exact opposite. I'm saying I don't want to have the experience, some euphoric recall. That's how powerful crack cocaine is.
That was the last time he interviewed with this guy. He met up with him again 3 weeks later.
You can see that roof.
T-minus
So
30
see the
seconds.
solar roof that you can see? That's Luke Skywalker.
What do you mean?
I think it's because he started talking about it and got excited and went and bought a bunch of shit. Now he's fucked up and he's been on a bender for the past 2 weeks.
T-minus
Called
20
me up and said,
seconds.
Hey, come look at my paintings. Look.
I mean, it's crazy. Like, do I think that there's an actual list? No, I don't.
Texas is gerrymandering. Again, Texas is gerrymandering.
10,
California is
9,
going to combat it by
8,
gerrymandering.
7,
Again,
6,
California is going to
5,
combat it by
4,
gerrymandering.
3, 2, 1, 0.
So, I'm going to tell you guys a story. Once upon a time, there was this big company that was starting, they were starting to struggle in business. This was in a time when America was going through, some very uncertain times. Many of the people were divided. Social media at this time, it became the #1 source for news. It was a good and a bad thing. The good side of it was that it gave voice to all. The bad side, it gave fucking voice to all. See, this was a time when people could just order food to the doorstep, liquor to their doorstep, weed to their doorstep. I mean, you name it, you can get it. Crazy time period in this, story I'm telling you guys. Because of this, and because of the advancement of technology, the human species started to become complacent and fucking lazy. Just about everyone was starting to think they're fucking famous, man. I mean, they might be, or maybe not, I don't know. But everyone thought they were. But because of all this complacency and laziness and lack of fucking drive, many retail stores and just about every mall started to close, man. So this one company decided, man, we're not gonna go down like this. We're gonna hire or we're gonna contract out someone to fucking help us, man. Pull us out of this, negative shit that we're in. We're not gonna bow down like this. Not going down like everybody else throughout all the malls and strip malls and fucking everywhere else, you know what I mean? So, they hired someone, brought him in, to save the day. This person walked in on day one, walked into the conference room and, all the heads of the company were right there, man. The new hire pulled out a single piece of fucking paper and said, all right, here's the answer. All it said was meta-targeted ads to these top 5 influencers. Hire this fucking person here. Have this person here wear these clothes and say this. 2 weeks later, this is what happened.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney, Hasbury jeans.
You see what I did there, right? Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color.
I mean, I see the bad twist here. It's
Sydney
obvious,
Sweeney,
you know, but
Hasbury jeans.
1 hour later, this started. Right after that came out.
And so I went and saw it.
That's
You know what she needs to put in that
propaganda.
mouth, right?
Wow. I thought it was going to be like kind of bad. That's going to be
No,
a
it's
history
not.
book.
No, it's not. No, it isn't. You fucking, what the fuck, man?
And I would never actually do this, like ever. But I think it's really important for people to see how.
All right, seriously, I mean, you're gonna be a little,
And I know everyone
little
says
crybaby over a commercial.
Everything's be like, I don't know. People need to be nicer on social media.
You need to not be a crybaby on social media.
This Sweeney backlash is why
Yep.
Trump won the election. It's why
Real
Trump
talk.
won the
Real-
election.
real
Americans are
talk right
tired of
there.
this racism. This is the hill that the left want to die on because she's pretty. If the left wants to choose this hill to die on, this is why Trump is in office. Nobody had a problem when Beyonce was on the same
Real
jeans
shit.
commercial.
Boy, I let you be my Levi jeans, so you can hug that thing all day long.
Same picture, same pose. One was celebrated. One was, oh my God, women empowerment.
Beyonce has fans buzzing this morning, all thanks to this new ad for Levi's jeans.
Now these same women who are so-called feminists are now attacking this young girl because she's pretty. She can't help that she's pretty.
Oh, give me some space.
She can't help that she's blessed. She can't help it.
Fucking
Right?
feminist.
But she's being villainized when she should be being celebrated for her success. This is why Trump won the election. America is tired of woke.
We're tired of
We
your
are
funny style
tired
voice too,
of
dude.
wokeness. We are tired of this woke.
We're tired of your
bullcrap.
voice.
American Eagle deserves the backlash, not Sydney Sweeney. She's an actress who was paid to do a commercial, an ad. She's not the creative director behind this. She's not
She
the
has a
writer
point.
of this script. She was just given a paycheck and she said, okay, where do you want me to stand? Give me
True.
the jeans. Tell me what to say. American Eagle clearly probably needs to hire more people of color to work in their PR and marketing, probably
True.
in their company altogether, but especially in PR and marketing, because if they had more people of color in those rooms, this
True.
probably wouldn't have happened. My friend who showed me this is in marketing, and when she first showed it, she didn't say anything to me. She just showed me the commercial, and I'm like, okay, why are you showing me this? Then she said people are outraged by it. I said, what are people outraged by? And then she had to explain it to me. Maybe I'm just dumb and didn't realize it. but
I didn't see it at
at
first either, you guys.
And
I'm
then I
not
said,
gonna
oh,
lie.
okay.
I
And
mean,
she
is
said
that
everything
bad? I
marketing
mean, I'm
is
sorry.
intentional. And I highly doubt that, I'm not a fan of Sydney Sweeney.
I didn't even
I'm not
know who
trying
the
to
fuck
defend
she
her, but I'm
was.
just saying I highly doubt that she, as an actress, probably even saw anything wrong with it. Because, especially being a white person, she probably
I didn't even
saw
know who
nothing
the
wrong
fuck
with
she
it.
was.
And, you know, someone on her team should have maybe seen something.
Now I do,
but
though.
they're
I
probably
think
white, too,
everybody
and
knows
probably
who
didn't see
Sydney
anything. But
Sweeney
the
is now,
marketing of
right?
This big company.
I guess
They
she was
need
already
to
famous.
Either hire more people or they did it on purpose and they're getting what they want. We're giving them everything they want.
Yep.
We're giving them the attention. We're talking about it. I've seen this ad so many times. Haven't seen an
Whoever they
American Eagle
hired
ad.
to do this, man,
I've never seen an American Eagle ad.
they're gonna
This
have
is
them
the
do
first
all
time.
their
So
commercials
they're
from here on
actually
out,
winning
man.
because if that's what they wanted, we need to stop being outraged by everything.
Stop
I
being
think.
so soft.
We need to focus on the things that are important because we're
Stop
giving
being
them
little
free
soft,
attention.
little
People who are gonna buy American
softies.
Eagle
That's
jeans
the
aren't gonna stop.
problem. People are
And
being
there
softies.
might be
People are
some
being
people who will
weak.
buy them now
What
because
happened to
they like
sticks
this
and
idea.
stones?
And
What happened to
like,
those
my
days,
friend being
man?
in marketing and saying that, I think that this was probably intentional, and I think that they knew that, you know, there was that old saying of all press is good press.
They
meaning
knew
that
that
negative too.
we're divided and we're
unfortunately,
stupid.
This wouldn't have gotten anywhere near as big as it got if it wasn't
They
controversial.
targeted those influencers.
I wouldn't have seen it. Most of you probably wouldn't have seen it, and all they had to do to make it like not controversial was after Sydney Sweeney's done saying whatever she says, they could have had different actors of different races saying, "My jeans are this."
Hey,
and
that's
all of
true.
this.
She has a
And
good
then
point right there.
they could have
She
just
has a
had
really
bunch of
good
them
point.
saying
That
it, and then
would have been a good idea.
Fine.
They make your
That would've
butt
been a really
look
good idea.
amazing.
Sydney Sweeney's new jeans campaign is sparking
think?
major backlash.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
The campaign has a clever slogan: Sydney Sweeney has great genes. That's genes with a J.
Can you bring me my,
but
my
many
vape?
believe the implication is that Sydney Sweeney's genes
you?
with a G are superior.
My
think it's
body's
over there.
composition is determined
by
by
the
my
board.
genes. Hey, eyes up here.
All right, they're up.
Sydney Sweeney's new ad is deeply, deeply unsettling to me.
It's a problem when white people try to say that the superior gene is blonde hair and blue eyes.
But others are
These
saying
girls
it's
are
much ado
ridiculous,
about
man.
nothing.
I'm not gonna stop you.
Well, the fun police have found something else to be angry about.
What I
That dude
thought
has a
that
funny
meant
voice.
was, well, she was wearing some great jeans. I guess I'm really
You might
naive.
be. You a little, but you know, it worked, you idiots. It fucking worked. All these purple-haired, pierced out, lonely feminists that was meta-targeted, meaning you can pay, make sure someone sees it, and all their fucking followers. Do you guys understand that?
So, will the controversy help
It
or
worked.
hurt
It
American
worked.
Eagle?
Listen, you hear
It's
that all
helping.
press is good press. Certainly it created more awareness. If there was anyone out there who didn't know what American Eagle was, that they sell jeans, that it is a brand that's still in existence, now they
Yes.
certainly know.
Is she wrong?
I bet you want to try these jeans.
I want to, you know, you look cute. Stop being weak-minded, people, and stop fucking acting like you really give a fuck. Like this dude right here, man, that likes to fucking troll everybody and act like everything's racist.
Now this right here that I'm about to show you guys, this
I can't stand
is
this guy.
fucking racist, bro.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color.
He probably jacked off right after he saw that for the first time.
My genes are blue.
I mean, how dare this lady be beautiful, white, have blue eyes, and
Dude,
then
you used
say
to
that she
bully
has
the
great
girls you
genes?
liked.
Just how fucking
You're
dare
that guy.
her. That's fucking fascism.
That's him.
Fucking racism, and that is uncalled for in the United States. And don't get me started on this brand, American Eagle. How dare them put American in their title of their name?
I don't know if he's joking.
White people
I
are
don't know if
not
this
allowed
guy's
to talk
joking or
about
if
how
he's
good their
serious.
genes are. That's it. If you're white, you cannot speak about
You
your
guys know if he's
genes,
serious?
and that's it.
Sydney Sweeney.
Okay, no, shut up.
He
No.
still bothers me, man. If he's joking or not,
Can't
he's not even
speak
funny.
about anything to do with your genes if you are blonde
Shut up,
with
dude.
blue hair
You
and
talk
you are
too much.
beautiful in a video. That's it.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
Don't forget to boycott American Eagle for their racist shit online.
Don't
talking
forget
about blue
to stop
jeans and white
making your
people.
skin
boycott
orange.
American Eagle. Boycott the shit out of them. Boycott American Eagle. Do not buy
Boycott
them.
her.
And cancel this person.
Look
Miss
at your
Sweeney.
skin
Cancel
tone,
for her
lady.
being racist. For doing Nazi propaganda.
Look at her skin.
Cancel American Eagle.
Should we be surprised that a company whose name is literally American Eagle is making fascist
Look at this
propaganda
girl.
like
Look at-
this?
look at this girl's
Probably
face.
not, but it's still really
Oh my
shocking.
God.
Like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman is talking about
These people
her
are fucking
good
ridiculous,
genes. Like, that is Nazi propaganda.
They're literally saying the quiet part out loud, but was it ever truly
Shut
quiet when
up,
you're wearing
lady.
dumbass merch like this?
It's obvious
I mean,
this
really.
girl just wants
Make
content.
America great
Look at
again.
her.
When was America ever
Look how
great?
fake she was, man.
Their definition of greatness was when this
Shut
country was
up.
full of white supremacists and that slavery
You
still
know what?
existed.
Fuck you and anyone that keeps saying that. This girl craves attention and isn't fucking genuine, man.
Eat a dick, bitch!
And now we have this interesting ad with a play on words where we pass on blue genes to those genetically
Shut
with
up.
blue eyes.
Oh my.
I mean, it's no accident that Sydney Sweeney's initial
inaccurate. She says genes often determine
Look at your hair color. You
and
bleach your
eye
hair.
color. I'm sorry, Austin.
Look at her roots, you guys.
That's literally
She
what
colors
they
her
do.
hair that color.
If
And
they're
she's talking
not
bad about.
determining hair
Are you
color
guys
and eye
listening to
color,
this?
what is? It's giving red pill podcast
She's mad
bro with
that she's
no marketing
ugly.
experience.
That's what she's
clearly
upset
running
about.
their ad department.
That's what she's
and
mad
I just
about.
hate when companies
Look at her.
make content trying to use
I'm sorry,
medical
some of
or
you might think
scientific
she's not
terms
ugly. I don't know.
and then completely fuck it up.
Does she mean like this?
Like, it's not that hard to Google what genes do, how DNA works. Do genes often determine our traits, or do they always determine our traits?
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
Did American Eagle just run an ad for Eugenics? Totally
You
just
must
talking
not know
about
what
denim,
Eugenics
right?
is.
Just a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman explaining how her good genes gave her personality and purity. I mean,
Look
are
at
we
this
really
girl's hair.
going to pretend that this isn't a little fashy-coded? Look, I'm not saying
You
that
guys
Sydney
understand
Sweeney
this girl's
personally
fake?
wrote this ad to revive the Third Reich, but
And look at her
American
big-ass
Eagle
bug eyes.
absolutely knew what they were doing here. You don't get to drop lines about inherited traits, blue eyes, and great genes while zooming in on somebody that could have walked straight off of a Nazi propaganda poster and expect people not to catch that reference. Good genes used to mean
You
racial
look just
purity
like her,
in fascist
except
circles,
you're
and now
ugly.
it's just denim marketing. We are
like
watching
her ugly
fascist
twin
aesthetics
sister.
sneak back into pop culture through fashion ads, trad wife influencers,
This
and
girl's
yes,
jealous.
now blue jeans. If you think
This
this was
girl's
an
je-
innocent
these girls
ad,
are all
you
jealous,
have not been
man.
paying attention.
If you think your fake opinion that you only did so you can make content to post,
Eat a dick, bitch.
We begin with the
None of us
backlash
wanna
of our
hear
new
it.
ad campaign featuring actress Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, the ads are for American Eagle, and the tagline is Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Now, in one ad, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed actress talks about genes as in DNA being passed down from her parents.
The play on words is being compared to Nazi propaganda with racial undertones.
fucking ridiculous.
The pun, good genes, activates a troubling
I don't know if my
historical
hat's on right, you guys.
associations
I don't know,
for
I
this
can't- I can't.
country. The American eugenics movement in its prime
Sure.
between like 1900 and 1940
It doesn't feel like it is.
weaponized the idea of good genes just to justify white supremacism.
Despite that backlash, American Eagle stock has been soaring.
Fascists are unfunny and uncreative, and I think the Sydney Sweeney ad perfectly exemplifies
The
that.
best part of this is Sydney Sweeney didn't even say a word, and she still triggered the entire left. She didn't
She
give a
did
political
say some
speech.
words, though.
She didn't put on a
She did-
MAGA
she
hat.
did
She
talk.
didn't attend a Trump rally. All she did was promote a gene brand and have an American flag,
She
and
said-
that right there proves just
he not
how
hear her
fragile
words?
wokeness has become today. I mean, they're doing this whole study, spending millions and millions of dollars at the DNC
I don't
right
think
now
it's a big
of
deal,
how
but
did we lose
she
young men
did say
last
some
election.
words.
I can tell you, it's
Didn't
stuff
she?
like this. So first of all,
Am I
not
tripping?
just wanting to embrace Sydney Sweeney as a campaign, but second, attacking her for being pro-American. It's an odd concept.
Sydney Sweeney, who is an actress, she's the toast of the town. She's a sort of a modern day sex symbol. She's being called a white supremacist by people who don't like her latest ad, which is for American Eagle, and she's advertising jeans, and yet the lunatics on the left think she's advertising white supremacy.
Yeah, they're being crazy.
This is
you
obviously
guys.
a reference to her body.
You guys notice it's
and
like
not
mostly
to her
all
skin
white
color.
girls.
But the lunatic left is going to do what the lunatic left is going to do.
The Sydney Sweeney ad, have you seen it?
Oh, yes, I have.
What are your thoughts?
Trying to
Is
calm
that a
myself,
boy
but
or
that was
girl or it or the-
Sydney Sweeney has
they?
good gene. Really? Like,
What is that?
The eugenics in that. It's dripping with it, and I'm like, no.
Eat a dick, bitch.
When you saw it, what did you think of?
I mean, I thought, it was disgusting. I think it's just showing what kind of country we're turning into. It's white supremacy at the end of the day. That's what this ad is representing.
Eat a dick, bitch.
I didn't see it, but I have heard quite a bit about it.
Then don't give an opinion.
The
Oh wait, you're a
lot
follower.
saying
You have to
that
give an
it's
opinion.
slighted towards like eugenics and comparing.
I'm gonna
the
teach you guys the
blue
history of
genes
eugenics.
to blue genes.
So stay tuned.
Blue blood, white hair, or not white hair, but like blonde hair, blue eyes, and
It's fucking
there's been
funny,
a lot of
these
comparison
people.
to that. I think it's absolutely
Insane.
unacceptable.
Eat a dick, bitch.
Yeah, that's not a
You're
good
not
look.
either. You're not a good look. Look at you. Am I tripping, or are most of these women, or it's or theys? I don't know. I gave up trying, man. But are most of these things ugly, overweight humans? These, they like to protest, and I don't know, man. Do they do it for entertainment?
Eat a dick, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, she's blonde hair, blue-eyed, white woman, very cute, and
A lot of the things she's been
Bands
doing online
off my
have been
body.
a little bit questionable. It seems that she's definitely been,
No one wants your body.
pandering to a certain group of men online.
I've seen parts of it, not the whole thing. I understand why people are offended. Whatever the intentions were, the impact is very problematic. It's just
These people, man. You guys, this is ridiculous, man. Ladies, here's the thing. What you're saying about her goes the same for you. Just like how you feel blonde hair, blue eyes, sexy fit white girls isn't allowed to talk about blue jeans, your cottage cheese, disgusting, lazy, fat ass needs to stop being a
mean girl.
Got it? It's ridiculous, man. Practice what you preach. Stop doing that. Or
eat a dick, bitch.
To begin with, so.
Yeah. And I've been seeing a lot of people online being like, okay, well, if we ran the same ad with a black woman, it would be interpreted differently. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts
These girls
on
just
that
want
is
drama,
that,
you guys.
You know, a black woman probably wouldn't use the same inflection.
Oh, really?
And, you know, they didn't do that. So, you know, they can say
They
what
are the
ifs
racists.
all they want.
They are the
but the
racists,
fact of the matter is they used a white
They're the
woman to
racists.
send a very specific message.
Oh, give me some space. It's way too hot up in here. I'm sweating out my lace. Don't need no bottle service. We pulled up with our drink.
What about you?
I definitely think if it were a black woman, it would send a different message. Specifically because that's the world that we've created, that we've
guys are
grown
like
up in.
drama
And
queens
so
and stirring
by
shit up.
specifically using a white person, it completely disregards everything that we've spent the last centuries working towards.
These women are being ridiculous and need to wake the fuck up and understand this. They are the racist ones. You are the ones discriminating. You are the ones trying to divide people. You dumb, ugly. Sorry, Miss Producer. My bad. Hit play, please. Go ahead. Sorry.
Beyonce has fans buzzing this morning, all thanks to this new ad for Levi's jeans. So while the collab with the denim company is a nod to her Cowboy Carter song, the ad has fans speculating about what comes after Beyonce's country era. People are noting that the commercial shows the star arriving on horseback, only to leave the bar on a motorcycle.
And she looks
so
great.
as far as
I don't
internet
think anybody
commenters are
cared.
concerned,
Did you
Beyonce
care? I didn't care.
maybe could be
I didn't even
releasing
think
a
about
rock
anything.
album next. It's long been speculated that's the
I just
direction of her
figured
Act
it's a
3,
commercial.
with Act 1 being house music and Act 2 being country. No word on when Beyonce's next album hits, but guys, maybe get some black leather ready to go?
Yeah.
I'm ready. Yeah.
She's all about the Easter eggs, though, so I wouldn't be surprised.
And fans are quick to pick up on them too. But that was a good notice.
It's kind of the only genre she hadn't conquered yet. All right,
Anyone can
boom.
do it. And so that just kind of, it rubs us the wrong way.
Rubs
You know, a company
all
like
these
American
ugly white
Eagle,
girls
not
the wrong way.
surprised. And I think any, thinly veiled, whatever they're
ugly
trying to put
women.
out is not
Stop
very
it.
thinly veiled at all, and people can see through it. And so hopefully,
Stop being
with enough
jealous.
outrage, companies will be afraid to put those types of messaging out.
Call me pretty little
thing.
thing, and I love to turn them on. Boy, I let you be my Levi jeans, so you can hug that thing all day long. Come here, sexy little
So are we all supposed to get mad because
thing.
Beyonce is, in wearing those right now? No, we're not.
Next up, Beyonce, Queen Bee, and Levi's just announced a new collab, and it's straight from her record-breaking Cowboy Carter tour. Fans can now buy the denim looks worn by Beyonce's backup dancers during the closing show in Las Vegas last weekend for what turned out to be the highest-grossing country music tour in history. So here they are. The two pieces include a jacket and a pair of blinged-out jeans that go for $250 and $150 pop. A full denim-on-denim look is available to purchase over on Beyonce's website today.
I could see you rocking that. Denim on denim? No.
Denim on denim.
Look how happy they all are.
It's a cool look.
Everybody's so
If
happy.
you're making fun of me,
That's how you should be.
You can pull it off.
That's normal.
So, I
That's
don't know.
normal behavior right
Oh,
there.
yes, that's me.
Take the W.
Normal. Stay with me, everyone. All of this connects. And all of this comes together clearly. Just stay with me. Trust me. I promise. This gets better. Stay with me.
I get both sides of the argument, like she's talking about like actual jeans, but then I get the other side saying like, oh, but like this could be like a play on words for like something else.
But like honestly, I think there's just so much more going on in the world that like an ad about Sydney Sweeney isn't something that we need to pay attention to. It's this, and it's actually fighting for people's rights and committing to kicking out Donald Trump and J.D. Vance and RFK Jr. Because they are everything up. So I think that ad is like, I get it. I get it. People are outraged, but that's not what we need to be paying attention to.
What did everyone notice just now? One more fast replay. Let's see if you catch it. Let's see if you guys catch this.
So I think that ad is like, I get it. I get it. People are outraged, but that's not what we need to be paying attention to.
She's not fat and ugly. That's what it was.
So antinatalism, put as simply as I possibly can, is the belief that it is unethical to create new life. I'm what is called a sentiocentric antinatalist, which means that I'm for the non-existence of anything.
Yeah, you heard that thing. You heard it.
I'm for the non-existence of anything.
We will get back to her. Stay with me. All this connects, I promise. You'll be like, damn, that's crazy. Just stay with me, all right? But what you just seen is a reincarnation of what you're about to learn. And if you already know this disgusting, disturbing fact about our past, jump ahead about 9 or 10 minutes. But if you don't know about this, please stay with me. Because if history doesn't repeat itself, it will for sure rhyme. So stay with me, you guys. Don't go anywhere. If you don't know about this, what you're about to learn, stay here. If it's going to rhyme, I want to help write it, don't you? Stay with me. Watch this real fast. Again, all of this connects. From this shit to the music you'll hear later. All right, let's go.
President of America's Planned Parenthood Federation maintains that European women should stop having babies for the next 10 years.
But Mrs. Slee, in this country, having babies is the only thing left which is both unrationed and untaxed. Do you think we really ought to stop?
Well, I suppose a subject like that is really so personal that it's entirely up to the parents to decide. But from my view, I believe that there should be no more babies.
Margaret Sanger was born on September 14th, 1879, in Corning, New York. She is an icon to the left-wing groups, all of them. In October of 1916, with her sister, Ethel Byrne, and Fanny Amadell, which was the first birth control clinic in Brownsville. They founded it together in Brooklyn, New York. 9 days later, the police raided the clinic and arrested all of the people involved because birth control, at that time it was illegal. They were promoting it. But Sanger, she refused to pay the fine and spent 30 days in jail. She then traveled the country preaching her concepts. Sanger then founded the American Birth Control in 1921. Sanger also endorsed the 1927 decision, Buck v. Bell, in which the Supreme Court ruled that states could forcibly sterilize people. Can you believe that? Deemed unfit without their consent and sometimes without their knowledge. This American law would be the major defense. You ready for this? At the Nuremberg for the Nazi defendants. In 1939, Sanger began what was called the Negro Project. I feel bad even saying it like that. It's fucking crazy, man. Alongside black leaders like W.E.B. Du Bois, Mary McLeod Bethune, and Reverend Adam Clayton Powell or something like that. This was the plan. It was real simple, man. Have black doctors performing on black patients. That was the plan. To start the sterilization of black people, who they figured were deemed unfit, following upon Sanger's Eugenics platform, disguising this as giving women access to birth control. The ABCL became Planned Parenthood. After birth control was no longer considered illegal, the Federation of America in 1942, at least among, married couples. During this period, Sanger, his critics and supporters claimed that she condemned abortion. To this day, they'll say that to you, arguing that it would not be needed if every woman had access to birth control. What they leave out is that Sanger only opposed abortions if you weren't the healthiest and most intelligent, from Caucasian couples, for blacks, Jews, brown-skinned people, as well as low IQ white people and those with birth defects. They were not to be allowed. Planned Parenthood began issuing its Margaret Sanger Awards in recognition of excellence in leadership, in furthering reproductive rights. And they're just crazy, man. However, the organization very quietly and without any fanfare stopped this practice. As Black Lives Matter rose to prominence, it would have been seen as the height of hypocrisy, you know what I'm saying? Connected to Sanger, a Democrat darling who wanted to exterminate Black people. In fact, the last recipient of this award listed on the website is Dr. Willie Parker, 2015. Then it just quietly disappeared. Parker was an abortionist, known for his claims that his Christian faith influenced his work. He was accused of sexual assault, 19 of them which he denied. Other recipients of the Margaret Sanger Award include House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, actresses Jane Fonda and Katharine Hepburn. Margaret Sanger was one of the few women to be given like a big title in the Ku Klux Klan and known to be adored by Hitler and Dr. Joseph Goebbels. She was friends with racist Democrat President Woodrow Wilson, Democrat fundraiser and automobile maker Henry Ford. I mean, these were her close friends, man, who was also friends with Adolf Hitler. And he was a big-time anti-Semite and he hated Black Americans. She wanted all white, healthy, intelligent society built upon the concept of racial eradication, years before Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party were even a thought. Think about that. In 1934, the Nazi Party adopted her radical positions. They adopted her positions. The founder of, Planned Parenthood. They claim Margaret Sanger is the best national socialist in America. That's what they said about her over there. In fact, the September 15th, 1935, Nuremberg laws classified races according to an insane chart drafted by Dr. Wilhelm and Dr. Frederick Kritzenheimer. The official name was the Right Citizenship Law and the Law for Protection of German Blood and German honor. These fucking people are crazy. These laws embedded many of the racial theories underpinning Nazi ideology, which they adopted from Margaret Sanger. The ideas came from her. These laws could provide the legal framework for the systematic persecution of Jews who showed signs of severe mental or physical disabilities. The man who started this program was Dr. Karl Brandt, and they were disguised as children's clinics and advertised that they would, treat their abnormalities and, help them. In fact, they were just death centers where the children were, quietly killed. It's fucking sad. And the cause of death misrepresented as by other means such as pneumonia, tuberculosis, just to name a few things like that. The following quotes are directly from Margaret Sanger's own writings and her own interviews. Number 1, the most meaningful thing that the large family does to one of its infant members is to kill it. Number 2, a marriage license shall in itself give husband and wife only the right to a common household and not the right of parenthood. Number 3, all of our problems are the result of overbreeding among the working class. Knowledge of birth control is essentially moral. General thought is prudent. Practice must lead to a higher individuality and ultimately to a cleaner race. Number 4, Black people, soldiers, and Jews are a menace to the human race. Number 5, the masses of Negroes, particularly in the South, still breed carelessly and just run amok with with the result that the increase among Negroes, even more than among whites, is from that portion of the population. They are the least intelligent and fit. Number 6, birth control appeals to the advanced radical because it is calculated to undermine the authority of the Christian churches, of the tyranny in Christianity, no less than capitalism. Number 7, every single case of inherited defects, every malformed child, every cognitively tainted human being brought into this world is of infant importance to the poor individual, but it is scarcely less important to the rest of us. Number 8, it now remains for the United States government to set a sensible example to the whole world by offering a bonus or yearly pension to all, obviously to the unfit parents who allow themselves to be sterilized. Let's give them all money by harmless and scientific means, but they have to sterilize themselves. Margaret Sanger, the woman that is just adored by the Democrat and the left-wing people here in the United States for her positions on women's reproductive rights, always failed to include the fucking scary positions, man, on ethnic cleansing. She's a fucking disgusting person. She died on September 6th of 1966 in Tucson, Arizona. And thank God, man, she couldn't have died any sooner. But you know what? Margaret Sanger was not alone. The late Supreme Court Justice that everybody admired on the left, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, said in the New York Times interview, read it yourself. Guess what she said? Frankly, I had thought that at the time Roe was decided, there was concern about population growth, and particularly growth in populations that we don't want to have too many of. In Elle magazine, Ginsburg also stated that poor people should have ready access to abortions because it makes no sense as a national policy to let poor people keep having babies, to promote birth only among poor people. She was against it. She said it in her own words. In 2020, Planned Parenthood performed 383,460 abortions. She would be proud, huh? The highest number of abortions it has yet reported. It's never beat that number. It was an increase of nearly 28,600, the most it's ever done in 2020. It beat every previous year in the United States. The abortion rate for Black women is almost 5 times that of white women. In July 2020, Planned Parenthood quietly removed Margaret Sanger's name. Removed it from the headquarters in Manhattan, New York. Obviously, the times have caught up with Margaret Sanger, but has everybody else.
So antinatalism, put as simply as I possibly can, is the belief that it is unethical to create new life. I'm what is called a sentiocentric antinatalist, which means that I'm for the non-existence of anything that has the possibility of feeling.
Just to be clear, you mean that everything should die, right?
My antinatalism would apply to not just humans, but to animals, to sentient machines, to anything that
Dogs,
has...
cats, squirrels, frogs.
That's Margaret Sanger times 1,000 right there, you guys.
They should all go, yeah. My concern is anything that has the possibility of saying ouch. You know, if the trees all of a sudden start winking at us and start screaming,
crazy
then they would
psycho
become my
bitch.
concern.
What's this language being used? I think she's the last person who you would want showing concern towards something. You see, my antinatalism means that I want everything that's not a plant to die. Don't a lot of plants require bees or butterflies to pollinate them? Do the bees and the butterflies get to stay, or do those have to die out too? I'm not sure she's figured out the logistics.
There's a lot of
her
weirdos
mass
in this world, you
extermination
guys.
plan, but let's at least see why she wants all sentient
That's
life
my
to cease
take.
existing.
Why is it that you want animals that feel to be abolished?
Because I believe that one of the greatest products of life is the production of suffering. There's all of this incredible amount of suffering.
She's joking,
What the
right?
fuck are you
That's like
talking
the
about?
motivation of a Final Fantasy villain, and I know she gets that reference. Ironically, I swear I saw a random video of her trying to distance herself from Hitler. So recently I went down a weird rabbit hole of antinatalism that would include streamers like NMP saying that it's okay that a bunch of kids died in a Texas flood because AI was going to ruin their future anyway.
They don't have much to live for anyways. It's okay.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Yeah.
What? Their whole lives, Bree? When they're older, every job's going to be AI. There is no future.
Classy, a very
Fucking
emotionally
weirdo,
appropriate
man.
thing to say 10 seconds after a tragedy happened. After seeing this clip, I found some abortion activism as well.
I'm so pro-choice. I don't even think it's pro-choice anymore. I'm pro-abortion. Yes. Go get one. Everybody should get an abortion. Everybody should have
everyone
one.
just go get
Nobody
one.
should be
Fuck
pregnant. We should stop having kids. Stop having kids. Go get an
Stop.
abortion.
Let's just
What are you
end-
doing?
let's
Why are you
end-
pregnant?
And don't forget
Mankind,
celebrities
guys.
like Chelsea Handler bragging about how great it is to be
Idiots.
in her late 40s, childless with no family. I'm sure Hassan Piker and his whole fan club love that idea as well.
Man.
So ideas
The
against
fuck?
having children are frequently perpetuated by those in
How'd you
media
find
who
this?
permanently want to live in their 20s or by the mentally ill, and it really just kind of preys on younger people who are unfortunate enough to
You
have
know, this shit
listened,
drives me
who
nuts.
then end up burning significant portions of their life on hedonistic
That's my
activities
take.
until they wake up in their 30s, decide they do want a family, and realize that they either don't have much time left or realize that it's too late.
Exactly.
Somewhere in that is where people like Amanda come in.
Well,
Amanda
Amanda
is one
never
of the
wanted
leading
anything.
devout
Look at her.
antinatalists on
Look at that.
YouTube,
Look at that thing.
who formerly was known for her Dragon Ball action figure collection and her cosplay videos.
Hey, me, Boo! Boo love Boo toys! Boo love chocolate!
The fuck?
Well, that was terrifying. Wait, was that chocolate vegan? You wouldn't want to make cow suffer, would you? Amanda is also in her 40s and of course is unemployed and probably lives with her parents.
What do you do for work?
I'm unemployed at the moment. I am a caregiver, so that's
Fucking bum.
kind of a job.
Yeah,
but
that's what you've been doing.
That's what I've been doing,
Yeah.
for a long time now, and a lot of antinatalist
fucking
activism.
grifter.
Right, that's what I would say too if I was in your situation.
You're a
You don't live
grifter.
with them, they live with you. And of course, she's an activist because as a useless person, activism is a way for her to feel important, as Thomas Sowell would say.
Exactly.
Along with noting that activists have a great reputation for actually harming the people they claim to help. And a part of that is that activists will almost
She's
always
probably
hide behind
the
some
best
sort of
example
virtue or
ever
polite
of that.
sentiment.
I think that any amount that we can alleviate the harm that humans do is excellent. I mean, I think so long as life exists on the
Well,
planet,
first
we
off,
try to
stop
make it as
eating
good as
food.
possible. You know,
Look at you. Look
antinatalism
at
is not
that.
saying, let's just give up
Fuck.
and let everything go
Guys,
to
look-
absolute
look.
hell.
You sound like you're giving up, and certainly everything would go to hell if the world was depopulated, but isn't this all wonderful? You see, she's an optimist who wants the best and is very calm and
Man.
matter-of-fact about her desires to exterminate all humans.
I would prefer that human beings decide collectively in a more benevolent fashion to end themselves in a much gentler way, and also to take responsibility for the rest of life on this planet.
Then why don't you
now,
start?
For us, that means just not procreating. You know,
Why doesn't-
there's no
why doesn't
need
that
for
thing
any
start
violence,
first?
There's no need for anything nasty.
How is there a gentle way to do this, assuming that tomorrow everyone decides to
I don't
stop
mean
having
that.
children?
Don't kill yourself,
Who takes care of
fat
all the people
pig.
who are physically dependent on
If you're
others?
watching this, you
Did
fat,
you not say that you were a
disgusting thing.
caretaker? Well, in your ideal future, if grandma falls and can't get up, then she gets to stay on the floor until she starves because there won't be enough people around to help her. Not to mention that because happiness and fulfillment is found in fostering good relationships with other people, how are the remaining survivors going to feel when everyone they know dies and there's no one around to connect with?
Yeah,
That sounds like it would cause intense suffering. I don't think she gets how
this guy's
sadistic
voice
her
is bugging
fantasy
me.
sounds. Well, maybe she does, because I've gone down
not
the
bugging
rabbit
me.
hole far enough to see other stuff she said.
In the interest of the end, if you could end suffering tomorrow, yeah, probably anything is justifiable. Like if I found out tomorrow that the only way that sentient extinction could possibly happen was skinning all the living things alive slowly, I'd hate it. But I would say that it's what we have to do. And I also get that, like, human beings at least really don't deserve to be tucked into bed and kissed goodnight. You know, I get that.
Right. It's not like we deserve
Man,
to be
this
tucked
woman
in
has
or any
issues,
humane
man.
treatment.
She
and
thinks
because
about
some
the
people are
wrong
bad,
shit.
everyone deserves to be tortured into non-existence. Keep in mind that she's saying that these justifiable means should be happening to children too. This is why we have guns in America, everyone. It's to protect ourselves from people with sick ideas like this because you never know if they're going to act on them or not. And let me be clear, this was the most YouTube-safe thing I could find her saying in her backlog. Her original channel was actually banned on YouTube, and she currently is ban evading. But at this point, I'm curious what she means by activism.
Ban evading?
I did
What's
see a
the
talk
fuck
where
is
she
that?
happily speaks about being on an episode of Tosh.0 from like 10 years ago.
You're transgender.
I am.
Born woman?
Yes.
Look at it.
Are you transitioning?
No, I'm not. I sort of identify more as monster than male or female, really. So I'm pretty
Monster.
happy being, like kind of in the middle somewhere.
Wonderful. She's definitely a monster. I'll agree with that. Let's check out her Instagram.
Its
Here's
name
Amanda
is
holding up a sign that
Monster.
says, "Normalize antinatalism,"
The
with
fuck?
no one around her. That's poetic. We are the most invasive and overpopulated
Stop
species.
pressuring
Isn't being
people to have
invasive a good
kids?
thing? She said she wanted all sentient life to be gone, and if the humans are gone,
We are the most
then all the animals aren't going to
invasive.
stop reproducing, so we would have to get rid of all the animals first, if that's even
That's
possible.
hilarious.
And then we would go second.
She's
I
the
mean,
only
this
one
kinda
out there.
seems
Well, I'm
counterproductive
sorry,
to your
Monster's
whole
the
goal
only
of
one
ending
out there.
suffering.
Monster's all alone.
Apparently, she works with a group called Stop Having Kids, who also have an Instagram with a lot of posts where people are on camera just disagreeing with them.
I want to have some kids, man. I want some babies. I want a little me. You know what I'm saying?
Why is that?
Why?
Yeah.
Because he's normal. He's human.
Why would you opt for biological children instead of adopting?
Because I want somebody that look like me. I want to be like that. That's me right there.
Really?
Yeah, hell
Is
yeah.
that important to you?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Fuck the little people. I want my shit.
Or there are videos of people making
What's
fun
wrong
of
with
them.
how he thinks?
Yeah, do you guys want any condoms?
I don't use them. Life's all about the risk, you know?
The evil part in me hopes he has an
He's an
unplanned
idiot.
pregnancy out of
That's
spite for the
stupid.
antinatalists.
That's stupid, dude.
This Stop Having Kids group also appears to be run by radical vegan activists who are even more radical than the typical vegan activist, because instead of telling people to not eat meat, they want all humans to die out to save the animals.
When do we kill all humans?
To
Now,
save
if you
the
think this is all
animals.
confusing and contradictory to Amanda's goals, well, that's because it is.
I'm
And it's
confused.
because there are varying degrees of
get it.
antinatalists, and they don't all agree with each other on who or what should be ended. Technically, this group is more peaceful than Amanda because they only seem to want humans to die out. Stop Having Kids also does activism globally.
They
Here's
need
a
to lock
picture of
these
them in
people up.
India. This kind of seems passive-aggressive and racist, but I'm sure there are a bunch of people on Twitter who would have no problem helping you achieve this goal. Indira
Stop
Gandhi would
having
be proud
kids.
too. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these activist groups are paid by rich people to depopulate certain nations, because
I
I
agree.
guarantee you that this messaging only works in places that are super feminist.
Someone's
You'll
funding
never
things,
convince
you know? I mean,
Muslims
you gotta
of this.
fund it. They
Depopulation
gotta
is
fund it.
antithetical to their beliefs, but I'm sure they would love you telling all their competition to stop having children. Here's another great sign. Women are not baby-making machines. And then the caption says, unfortunately, these pregnancy centers outweigh abortion clinics. Yes, it's so unfortunate that there are organizations out there telling people to have families. Wait, is abortion vegan? Anyway, back to the original video, as Amanda wants to educate us on
You
natural
could speed
biology.
this up a little.
The impetus to procreate is really culturally built. What we want is to have sex. We don't have an instinct to have children. We have a cultural sort of mandate and a lot of
She's
pressure
saying that
put on
because
us.
she's
I
never
think
had
lot
a
of
kid,
women
you guys.
probably have a strong urge to have a child.
I think a lot of women are culturally mandated to
Once you
that
have a child,
instinct.
your life
Boys
changes.
become men and girls become procreators.
Yes, nobody naturally wants kids. It's all
Oh
a
my
societal
God.
construct forced on us by the powers that be. Okay, we get it. You hate children, so you don't understand why anyone would have an interest in something like watching a kid grow up. It's all about
Exactly.
sexual desire, and then oops, now you have an
Crazy
18-year
bitch.
commitment.
Human greed and laziness is going to
Yeah, I mean,
undermine your
Yeah, I mean,
efforts.
it's not to say, I mean, you know, there's a lot that we can do to fix things on this planet. There's no question about that. And I think we should do as much of that as possible. But I think that we haven't shown any amount of success in combating things like greed.
I can agree that greed can get out of control, but you have no idea how
She's
many
the greedy
good
one.
things
That's
were
why she's a
created
grifter,
because
you
people were
guys.
greedy for money, or because they wanted to impress women so they could have a family. Without these drives, you wouldn't be speaking into a microphone while people watch your recorded video on the internet with their computers and their phones.
Exactly.
Oh wait, the best part comes next.
That's exactly what I
Somehow
was
we
thinking.
could somehow eradicate human greed,
Mm-hmm.
and we all became very benevolent. Would you still then be an antinatalist?
If we could prove that, if we really showed signs of being able to do that,
I'm
I would
an
at
eternal
least.
optimist.
I would no. Well, I mean, I think humanity would at least have an argument that like maybe this is something. There would at least be an argument. I don't think we're making. Much
She's
of
a
an
grifter,
argument
man.
towards
She don't
our
mean any of this shit.
continuation
There's
at
no
this
way
point.
she means
I love
any
how
of
she
this.
almost drops her
No way.
world-ending philosophy. If people were just nicer.
There's no way.
Obviously, this is more about her grievances with modern society and not about what the moral
She's
thing
100%
to do is.
grifting, man.
Later in the interview, she says that nature creates winners and losers, and that's why things have to go. So basically, she's mad that she's on the losing end because she wasted her life buying Dragon Ball figurines and talking about a philosophy that will never be adopted en masse.
To create a new being is
I don't even know what to say, man.
That potential sentient being at great risk. At risk of a poor quality of life. We do that without consent. Now, I know what you're going to say. It's impossible to get consent of a non-existent being, but that's part of the point.
No one's going to say that.
If you can't get consent, then you don't take those risks. You don't
fucking crazy
harm.
Oh my God, they didn't sign consent papers for being born. I love how consent matters here, but she didn't consider consent earlier when she was talking about her mass unaliving event, where every sentient creature gets brutally tortured. What a joke. Anyway, let's be real, this antinatalist crap will never work. Barring some massive disaster, all humans and all animals...
Never really kept my antinatalism or my ephilism or any other interest, fun things that I'm involved in, a secret. My antinatalism and all those ideas are just a part of a long list of things.
You were dressed up like a zookeeper 10 years ago, calling yourself Monster.
Where I'm concerned. I mean, I've always been a lot for people to handle on one list.
Because you're a weirdo. So you're a fucking weirdo.
Kind of taken as no surprise that, oh, there's another weird thing that, she's interested in that we're going to have to deal with. So,
so you're a she.
And so what happens is that they team up with other people who are annoying, and that's how activists are born. But as a person...
So Beast is a grifter that is mentally ill and should be locked up and put in a fucking mental institution. That's my take on Monster. And she's a fat, ugly So fellas, our kids need us. You have to be a father, man. We can't assume all women are good mothers. Plus, it's your fucking duty, man. If you're gonna bone down, be a man about it, man. So we all just learned the truth behind Planned Parenthood, the founder. Remember that next time you're asked to support them, all right? Don't forget it. Because it's not good. Because again, in history, if history doesn't repeat itself, it will rhyme. Don't forget that.
Today's video will reveal the most evil mothers on death row. Tierra Capri Gobble, State, Alabama. Date of execution, unspecified. Tierra Capri Gobble was convicted of intentionally taking the life of her 4-month-old son, Phoenix Parish, Christy Michelle Scott. State, Alabama. Date of execution, unspecified. On August 16, 2008, Scott murdered her 6-year-old son, Mason. Mason had autism spectrum disorder. Socorro Caro. State, California. Date of execution, unspecified. A jury convicted Caro of causing the deaths of 3 of her 4 young sons. Prosecutors had said Socorro Caro was angry after a fight with her husband and methodically shot the boys. The boys were 11, 8, and 5. On November 22, 1999, Caro shot 3 of them while they slept at their $1 million Santa Rosa Valley home. To Leanne Graham. State, Alabama. Date of execution, unspecified. A court convicted Lisa Lean Graham of hiring Kenneth Walton to murder her daughter, Stephanie Shea Graham. She paid him to carry out the killing for money and other valuable gains as part of a murder-for-hire agreement. Robin Lee Rowe. State, Idaho. Date of execution, unspecified. Robin Lee Rowe is a death row inmate in Idaho. The court convicted her of murdering her husband and 2 children. The murders happened on February 10, 1992. Alyssa Lucio. State, Texas. Date of execution, unspecified. Mariah Alvarez was born to Melissa Lucio and Robert Alvarez in September 2004. Mariah was Lucio's 12th child. Child Protective Services had investigated Lucio before for child neglect. They reported that Lucio often left her youngest children with their teenage siblings. Lucio was addicted to cocaine and tested positive soon after Mariah's birth. Because of this, authorities placed her children in foster care. 3 older children went to live with their father in Houston. Lucio regained custody of the other children until late 2006. On February 17, 2007, paramedics were called to the Lucio home because 2-year-old Mariah was unresponsive and not breathing. Darlie Roudier. State, Texas. Date of execution, unspecified. At 2:31 a.m. on June 6, 1996, 911 dispatchers in Rolette, Texas, received a call from Roudier's residence. She told the operator that someone had broken into her home and had stabbed her children. They were 6-year-old Devin and 5-year-old Damon. Police arrived within 3 minutes of the call. They found a cut window screen in the garage, which showed where the intruder might have entered. They searched the house and yard but did not find anyone. After securing the scene, paramedics attended to the victims. Roudier told police she had fallen asleep on the couch while watching TV with her 2 sons. When she woke up, she saw a stranger in the house. As she moved toward him, the man ran away and dropped a knife in a utility room. She picked up the knife and chased him out. Then she noticed that she and her children were hurt and called 911. Police thought it was strange that Routier said she only woke up after the attack that injured her and her sons. Routier told police the attacker escaped through the garage, but investigators found no blood drops or signs that anyone had run through the garage. The garage windowsills, including the one with a cut screen, had untouched dust layers, a pointer that no one climbed through. The flower bed mulch between the garage and the backyard gate was also undisturbed. However, police found a fingerprint on the windowsill that did not match anyone in the family. About 75 yards from the house, police found a bloody sock. Tests showed the sock had blood from both of Routier's sons. The sock also matched other socks from the Routier house that belonged to her husband, Darren. Both Damon and Devin died from their injuries. Routier's wounds were shallow but very close to her carotid artery. She was treated at a hospital and released 2 days later. Her youngest son, 7-month-old Drake, was asleep upstairs with her husband Darren and was unharmed. 8 days after the murders, news reports showed Routier and other family members holding a birthday party at the boys' graves to celebrate Devin's 7th birthday. She was smiling and laughing, spraying silly string, and singing Happy Birthday. Family members said the news did not show an earlier, more serious ceremony honoring the children. 4 days after the party, on June 18th, police arrested Routier and charged her with capital murder. Routier later said about the video, he wanted to be 7. I did the only thing I knew to do to honor him and give him all his wishes because he wasn't here anymore. But how do you know how you're going to act when you lose 2 children? Routier's trial started on January 6th, 1997, in Kerrville, Texas. The prosecution said she killed her sons because the family had money problems. They called Routier self-centered, materialistic, and cold enough to murder her own 2 children.
How are you going to kill your
on
kids
February
over
1st,
money,
Routier
man?
was found guilty of murdering Damon. On February 4th, the court sentenced her to death by lethal injection.
That don't smell like dirty clothes.
What do you mean? I'm about to show you. They've been sitting there for months and months and months and months and months.
You got to open that up all the way. What is that?
Huh?
What is that?
Dirty things?
No. Open, pull it out. What the f?
Oh.
Get the f***ing in! Put your hands up!
What begins as a routine traffic stop takes a horrifying turn when officers detect a strange, putrid smell coming from the vehicle. The search that follows uncovers a secret so disturbing it defies belief, leaving multiple officers visibly shaken, physically ill, and utterly enraged by one of the most vile discoveries ever made.
Listen, I need you to calm down. I need you to calm down. I need you to focus. Listen, calm down.
We need to verify. We don't know what this is.
What
Jesus
is?
Christ.
What the f? Get the f***ing in! Put your hands up! Don't you Turn over right now! You're under arrest! Don't you move!
So without showing you anymore, that psycho woman killed her niece and nephew by starving them to death and beating them. And then she kept their dead fucking bodies in her trunk for 14 months, man. Drove around with their bodies in the trunk. Driving from motel to motel, sucking dick for money and living like everything is normal. What the fuck, man? You guys, when we were diving into this, there were like hundreds of these, man. I know I've said this before, but it's a good time to say it again. I think I've only charged maybe 2 or 3 times to film or edit a fucking music video, man. Or to film and edit it. And I have filmed over 125 music videos. And I've edited over 140. And I've done documentaries. And I've also said this before. So I'm sorry if I keep repeating myself. It's because I think if you're still here listening or watching this podcast, it's good for you to hear this, man. And remember, this is only my opinion. These are not fucking facts, man. But I do believe what I'm about to say is a matter of fact. And I also believe I have earned the right to say it. I do. The best music comes from hard times, man. The most memorable music has meaning. That meaning can come in many forms. Words you need to really listen to maybe even a few times to get it, you know, over and over. I mean, there's so many ways. And sometimes you get it right in your fucking face. First time, bam, here it is. Here I am. And I'm here. Here I am. And here's my life. And you know how I've been living and how I am living now. You know, millions of people might relate, you know, and millions might not relate to my struggles, but even if you don't, I don't give a fuck. That kind of personality. That's what it takes. It's passion, man. That's the mindset you have to go into. When I first met this man, I can't lie, I wasn't a fan. I never even heard of him, man. It's not an insult. It's not. If anything, it's an insult to the label he was signed to, right? But, you know, just like the time I first seen Funk Beta and Brother Lynch Hung working, I seen this guy at work. Only this time, it was different, man. I've seen a lot of rappers. Number one, he was drunk as fuck, but cool as fuck, man, but drunk as fuck. But when he works in the studio and he's in his fucking zone, you know it. It can't be hidden. If it's his turn next to hit the booth, you'll know it, man. Because you'll see him pacing back and forth, talking to himself like a fucking crazy person. You'll think he's fucking crazy. You'll be like, what's that drunk dude doing over there if you don't know him, you know? You'll be like, well, why is he walking back and forth, pacing around, talking to himself and looking down? And be like, what the fuck is he doing? You'll be like, you know, if you don't know him, first time meeting him, you know, but trust me, he isn't crazy. He just has a photographic memory. He doesn't write his raps on paper, man. He writes them in his fucking mind. When he's pacing back and forth, he's writing that shit in real time. And then even rehearsing. I mean, he's doing all of it, you know, but he writes like that. That's how that guy writes. But I picked this recording artist today for you because I couldn't think of anyone better to feature on this week's episode. I think the life that he's lived as a kid and as a teenager and a young man, and the life he's living right now, is perfect after what you just witnessed and all, you know, all that shit you just saw. Can't have a better person to feature right now for music. This guy puts it into his music, man. And I've had the opportunity to work with him one-on-one. Man, I mean, we filmed over 20 music videos together. I've edited music videos for him that I didn't even film, and he's directed them, you know, like 2 or 3 or 4 of them on top of the 20, you know. But we've done a lot of shit together, man, and it's been about 20 years. Just being consistent, you know, and sometimes taking breaks. We can take breaks for years at a time, but we always stay consistent. You know, he's worked with other people, but not much, you know. If you really look at his catalog, it's, you know, it's mostly him and I doing the work. Me and this guy have had our ups and downs, man. But it's always between us and solved between us. And to be honest, it really, you know, was when I first met him, a long time ago, man. I've been cool with C.O. since probably within months after getting to know him. But I would say for the first month or 2, man, I didn't understand him, you know. Because he's different. I mean, he's a real motherfucker, man. When you film over 20 music videos for someone, you know, you really get to know them. You get to know that person. You edit their, you know, their video. You really get to know that person's music, man. You might hear the song a few hundred times, every single fucking word of it, man, as you're editing. Usually every clip means you've replayed that part many times over to make sure your clip, you know, your cuts are right. And think of, you know, how many cuts are in a music video. You know, all those. Every time you see a different, you know. So, you know what? From Sacramento, California, C.O.S, the criminal of Sac, motherfuckers. Let's go. That's me right there. 20 years, man, it's crazy. Time flies, man.
They call me Mr. Hit the liquor, swear to God, I'm so sick.
That was Crookwood right there. You guys see Crookwood? Good shit. This brings back memories, man. It really does. I could just sit here and watch these. And Tall Can G. There goes Tall Can. Tall Can G. Good shit. What's up, Can? If you're watching this. Lynch. Brother Lynch, huh? Let's go. I don't know, I got, you know, this was the first video we ever filmed, you know, and matter of fact, I brought these out. We filmed them with these right here. We filmed them with these. I saved these, man. I bought 2 little flips, and we filmed like, I think 10 videos. before, this one here too. Actually, I didn't film this one. I only edited this. I edited this. CO hit me up, and he was like, hey man, me and Crook, we're going to film a video. It's about his sister, you think you could edit it for us? I was like, of course, man, give me the footage. And this is it right here, man.
Let's look beyond the 40 cows and the pistols, beyond the Sherman sticks, liquor, the diesels.
That was the second visual I ever put together for COS, and I didn't even film that one right there, man. But I put the Don Rob Flixx on there, and that's back when the Don Rob Flixx had the 3 X's on it, and but yeah, man, it was good. And this is our third video right here. I remember this shit. This was CO and I. We were just bobbing around in my car alone, just driving around. Shit,
I'm ready to, homie. I love y'all motherfuckers, man.
CO's deep.
I swear, I miss my nigga Big, miss the way we used to swallow.
Yeah, man, him and I, we were just, we were driving around in my car, and through downtown Sacramento, we'd pull out, we'd pull off, and all right, man, let's hit this scene right here. We didn't do too many different scenes, man. I think we did like maybe four or five different scenes, but we did all of it in probably like 3 hours, man. A lot of the videos we do, and you could tell by how they look sometimes. This right here, flow like piss. This was funny, man, because CO.
My flow like this on the bathroom floor. Get up soon as they hit the bathroom door.
Yeah, I wanted, originally I wanted to do that in an elevator, which made no sense, right? Have them sit down in an elevator. I think this was the one, or maybe it was a different video, man, but we never did it. Or maybe we did, man. I don't know, man. We've done so many fucking videos, man. But this motherfucker just sat on the bathroom floor, man. Took a couple angles, and we banged this shit out, and we did this shit literally one-time take. One-time take. He was done. I edited it. In probably 3 hours. But we were done, and it done. Flow like piss. Out there for everybody to see. But look how long his hair was right there, man. Motherfucker had long hair when I met him, man.
Please, God.
Yeah, this right here.
Don't turn me back to the old me.
This was still criminology right here.
Man.
We were at the studio, man. It wasn't the one I saw.
Still criminology. That's what I did for a living.
Man, we just banged that shit out. I mean, again, man, that was like probably a 2-taker. We filmed this shit in like 2 or 3 takes, maybe, man. We did it really quick, man. Again, with these, but right after this video, I upgraded and stopped using these. But it wasn't, I did a lot of other videos in between this video, but
when I bust with them hammers, scalers, nigga with a plan.
These did a lot. Those little cheap flip cameras gave a lot of footage, man. They really did. And this next one, this right here, moved up, and Lynch had his camera. He had like 2 cameras by this time. So, but you would never know it, man, with the way I was editing, and I was on purpose, I was making shit look raggedy and old. I don't know why I was doing that, man. I was going through a little phase thinking it looked cool. But yeah, man, I think this was the first time using this one. I haven't used that in like 10 years, man.
Guess I'm a bit of an overthinker. I overthink shit. I'm a bit of an overdrinker. At the stove for a fifth. At your door with a fifth. With a rope with your bitch.
We filmed that at his boy's house, Reg. Rest in peace, Reg. Man, I miss that guy, man. That was one of CO's best friends in life, man.
Surrounded by this water.
Passed away, got in an accident on his bike. Sad, man. God's watch. Man, we just, we took off. We pulled into a fucking cemetery. We got some scenes with Lynch in a cemetery, and then CO and I, we went over to a baseball field and filmed some other scenes, and bam, there you go. That's the video. It was that simple. He sat in the, sat right there in the, whatever you call it. Can't believe I just drew a blank. We walked around, and that's all we did, man. Walked around in the cemetery. looking for a place that looked cool. And then we found that one little mural right there, man. And it's somewhere out in downtown Sac and filmed right there. And then that casino was over by the studio. And we were just mobbing by. And at that time, CO was a big gambler, man. So he wanted that in the scene. It wasn't my idea. It was his idea, man. This right here was, we were in Kansas. We were in KCMO, and Lynch was recording Hannibal Lecter right here.
Like a bad habit, so I'm back at it.
Yeah, we were in KCMO. We were at G Smooth's house right there, man, filming that shit. Man, right there, we were in his backyard. CO's sitting on his swing set in the backyard, man. That's his. And G Smooth is in this video, man. And but yeah, Lynch just recorded Hannibal Lecter, and we were getting ready to go home, man. We were there for 2 weeks. I think I told the story of it before, or maybe I didn't. I will some other time. But yeah, man, this and I edited this video in Kansas City in a hotel room. I traveled there with my desktop. It wasn't even a laptop, man. I had a desktop that I had in a big ass duffel bag that was like 5 feet long, man, and I'd bring everything with me on the road like that in desktop form. That way things can move quicker for me. I could, I was never a fan of laptops back in those days. I had them. I had multiple laptops, you know what I mean? But
what?
This video too. Filmed and edited it on the road. That's why we're in hotel rooms and jumping around on train tracks. We were on tour. We were on the road doing shows, and so I would film these guys, man. I would do one for him, one for Psycho, one for multiple people, man, and it would give me something to do late at night instead of partying, because I was managing Lynch, and worrying about the shows, and I didn't want to go out and get drunk and get fucked up. I had to make sure that we were all focused.
I could take one thing back, don't know what it be.
So yeah, man, I had to make sure we all focused, and I just kept filming everybody, man, and I gathered terabytes of footage, you guys, terabytes, and I always kept doing videos for these guys, man, and CO and I, man, we would have done a lot more if we could have, man. I kept doing videos for other people, and I don't regret it either, man. I'm glad I did all the videos I've ever done for anybody I've ever done them for, man. Real shit. And eventually in time on this pod, I'll be going over every one of them, But this one right here, man, I was gone for a long time, man. I basically, I wasn't managing Lynch at this time.
I take a drag off my cigarette, dump the ash.
So yeah, at this time I wasn't really managing Lynch, man. We kind of had like a little, in between period where Selim picked up and started managing him for I think like 5 years, man. And then I came back in 2016. But this right here was literally, man, months after I stopped managing him. It was right after Hannibal Lecter got finished and put out, like months after Hannibal Lecter was put out. I met up with these guys in Old Sacramento and did that. And then this one here, man, this again, it's a few more years by, after that last one. And I drove out to where COS lived at the time, and it was like a 5-hour drive.
I remember about my life was some bad shit.
It was like a 5-hour drive, man, to go out and see CO, man. And I drove out there and we filmed it, and we did it in probably like 3 hours. We filmed everything you're seeing here. We were in his garage, when he's next to his daughter right there. We're out in this abandoned movie theater right there. Abandoned movie theater right there. It was a perfect scene, man. And then, I got the B-roll later. But I just drove out there and got the shit I needed from CO for all of his scenes, man. And we, because we didn't, hook up for a few years, man. And, I like to work with COS, man. And then, again, some years went by right here. And I didn't even film this.
Real talk is facts. I done came up from nothing on the block.
I didn't even film this video. COS filmed and directed this video, and any scene that you see him in he filmed and directed it. I only edited it. But all the B-roll footage I filmed, not even around him. It was 7-8 hours away from him. It was far away, man. Any B-roll that you see is nowhere with him, and it's just me creating B-roll for his music video, you know. And yeah, he filmed and directed anything you see with him in it and sent that to me, and I edited it real quick, and I've done a few more like this for him, man, and I enjoy doing that. Actually, to me, the filming's the easy part. The hard part really is the edit, but I love to film too, man. So really, it all is like a book to me, man. Really, it's all like a book. Me and C.O.S. have been working together, making visuals for almost 20 years, man. It is. So when I go back and I play all these, it's like a big, long book for me, man. It's a trip. In the beginning, I didn't like him. I didn't like his personality. But as I got to know this guy, I realized he might be one of the realest motherfuckers I've ever met. I'm serious. He's not fake. He's a straight shooter, man. This guy has overcome more than the average person, man. Shit, he's overcome more than the average person from the hood. This guy has said it himself in his fucking music. He tells you his life. He tells you his life story in his music, man. He came from nothing, bottom of the barrel, man. No mother, raised by a single father. He's lived on the streets, under overpasses, couch to couch, beer after beer, addiction after addiction. This guy's had a hard life, man, but he's always overcome things, man. But this man changed, dude. This man changed, you guys. I seen it with my own eyes, man. The minute he fucking found out that he was having a kid, a whole different person. His kids became his world, man. He never gave up music, but this man has given up a lot. He has. I've seen him. He's walked away from tours, you know, because he's a single dad. He's a coach for his boys' soccer team. I think it's their soccer team, but I know he's a coach. I mean, he passes up so much, man. But he's still putting out them bangers. And he'll always be, and still is a good friend, but he'll always be C.O.S., the motherfucking criminal of SAC. No one will ever be able to change that, man. Motherfucker's dope. He's real. He's a real artist. It don't get much more real than...
My baby boys make my life complete.
Man, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, going back and watching all these like this and going over them, man. I mean, you can see, I mean, you know, C.O.'s aged. I've aged. I'm usually in every video, man. I give myself a little cameo in a mirror shot, or
had to walk away from the air through everything avenue in the
it might be like a mirror shot, or it might be, you know, in a puddle of water or something, or in a rim or something, but I usually give myself
this one here for my pride and joy. What are you talking about? Daddy's little boys.
But I can't really do it when I edit like this, you know. So there you go, man. 20 years. I hope to do 20 more, man. I do. 20 years, man. Man, you know, it really is like a book, and it really is. For me, it might be boring for you guys. I don't know. Hopefully it's not boring for you guys. But for me, it's very interesting going back and seeing the work that me and C.O.S. have done. And it's just a trip, man, because time goes by quick, man. Time goes by really quick. And C.O.S. is one of the rare few that is a real, true, genuine rapper that does this for a living, doesn't have a daytime job or anything like this. This is what this motherfucker does. C.O.S., this is what he does. He's a recording artist. He's a performer. And everything else I said. So with all that said, coming. And it means a lot that you guys are here, especially for the people that stayed, as long as you've stayed right now. And I just wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm out. If I can put these on. All right, man. I'm out. Peace. He wasn't taller than his dad, too. Ooh. His dad didn't give a fuck because he played Mike Tyson's knockout, and he's also an OG in that. That's what he did, schooling him a little before another one. Should have told him, you understood, idiot. Fucking with his son, you're messing with OG from the block, trying to survive in Trump's America, idiot. Damn.
You got knocked the fuck out, man! Come on, motherfuckers, you don't fucking hit me.
These two Cowboys. Ooh.